Hello, this is Jariva. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm here to guide you on about a 30 to 40-minute chair yoga flow. So, we're going to get started in just a moment, but I wanted to go over a few things before we start our actual practice. So, first thing is first, your chair. So, I have a regular folding chair. I have that in the middle of my yoga mat. And you want to make sure that your chair is sturdy. It doesn't move around. So you want to make sure you have your ends on there and that whatever surface you are using, it doesn't move because we will be using it as a source of support as we move through our various postures, which will be seated in the chair as well as standing. Another thing that's going to be really helpful is a blanket. So there are things we call props, which we use to help support us in our yoga flow. One of those is a blanket. You can use it for the purposes of comfort. So, of course, this chair is a little hard. So you can fold up your blanket. I kind of fold it in thirds. So it fits like a cushion in my chair. And then I can sit and have cushion. You also can use it as a blanket. So if you're sitting in Shavasana, you can cover yourself up to warm yourself during Shavasana. You can place it underneath your knees for a lift or support. So that's your blanket. Another thing that you may want to have on hand, it's not necessary, is a bolster. So bolster provides you with support. It brings the floor or the earth up to you. And so you can buy a bolster online or at a sporting goods store, any of those home goods stores, anything like that. We won't be using one today, but want to show you a bolster. And they come in various sizes and shapes. Another one I have is a meditation cushion. So we use this mostly for sitting on the floor in meditation, but it's something you can use to put on your feet and different things like that when you're doing your chair yoga. Then another prop that is really helpful, which we won't be using today, is a strap. So this is my strap. It goes out pretty long. You can use this to stretch your body in various ways, arms, legs, different things like that. So get yourself a strap, but you don't have to go get yourself a strap. You can actually just use a belt, specifically a rope belt or a regular belt, and it can serve in the same way. So that's your strap. And then, to me, one of the most important props, which we will use these today, but you don't have to have them, are blocks. So these are blocks. Again, props are used to help support you in moving into the postures, into the poses. Blocks basically bring the earth up to you. So you can put them on the floor and set your feet on them to lift the earth up to you. There are different types of blocks, different sizes of blocks. These are pretty much the standard size of blocks. These are foam blocks, so they're a little bit softer and they give. So I use these in certain postures. And then I have my cork blocks, which are really firm. So if I don't want my blocks to be squishy, like for instance, if I'm in downward dog and have these under my hands to give myself support and not have give in my wrist, I prefer a cork block because it's solid. It's not going to give, it's not going to move. If you're standing on a block, this is a great type of block to have. Again, you can get these blocks online or at a sporting goods store. So we will be using our blocks and our blanket today. If you don't have blocks, another substitute would be like big cookbooks, big reference books like encyclopedias, if you still have those, dictionaries, or even if you have old phone books, you can use those for blocks. Those can always be a substitute. So you can always find some kind of item in your home to use them as props. You don't actually have to have the actual prop. But we will get started. So we will use blocks. It's not mandatory that you have them today, but I will have them available just in case I need them. I'm just going to set them off to the side. Again, I folded my blanket into threes to provide myself cushion. I have my chair in the middle of my mat. I'm just going to take a seat on my chair. Allow the soles of my feet to rest on the earth. Bring my hands to my thighs and just sit here comfortably with my spine straight against the back of the chair. So we're going to begin to move into our opening meditation before we begin our flow or our practice. So I invite you, if it feels comfortable, once you have settled comfortably in your chair, if you would like, I invite you to close your eyes. Now, if that's something that's not comfortable, you can find a focal point off in the distance and maintain a soft gaze there. Whatever your decision is, I invite you to ease into this posture, allowing any tension that you may be holding in your body to just dissipate, to just release. Let it go. Allow the soles of your feet to root into the earth, allowing the earth to support you, to provide you with connection, with balance, with harmony. Allow this loving energy of Mother Earth to move up through the soles of your feet, into your ankles, your calves, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your belly, your chest, moving into your shoulders, out into your arms, into your hands, up into your neck, into your head. And allow this connection, this balance, this harmony to energize you and release anything that you are holding. Feeling the shoulders move down your spine, away from your ears, relaxing. Feeling any tension in your jaw just melt. And be present right here, right now, in this opening meditation, listening to the sound of my voice and anchoring into your breath. Feeling the inhale and the exhale move in and out of you. Experiencing the belly expand and contract. Let's take a moment to take a deep inhale in. So inhale in for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And then exhale out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to your normal breath. Be present right here, right now, on your mat. Being open and receptive to receiving what needs to be received as we flow in a moving meditation. Be with your breath. Be in the moment. So if your eyes are closed, I invite you to open them. And we will get started with our flow. Right, just double checking here that we are going, and we are. All right. So finding your seat again, if you've moved, adjust so you can feel comfortable in your the chair, maybe sitting a little bit more upright so that your back is not on the back of the chair, but your spine is tall, the crown of the head is moving up towards the earth, or not up towards the earth, but up towards the sky. So from here, I invite you to inhale by looking over your right shoulder. Exhale, bring the head back to center. Inhale, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, back to center. One more time. Inhale to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, back to center. This time, we're going to inhale our chin to our chest. So inhale down. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, bring the chin up to the sky. Look up. Exhale, back to center. One more time. Inhale, look down. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back to center. So here I invite you to lean, bringing your right ear to your right shoulder. So lean your head over to the right. From here, you can bring your left arm out to your side, which will allow you to experience more stretch in the left side of your neck. So find what feels right here and holding your arm out. You also can go deeper into the stretch by bringing your right arm up and placing your right hand on your right ear, guiding, or actually, your right hand on your left ear, guiding your right ear over to your right shoulder. Release those shoulders down your spine and hold here, allowing yourself to experience the stretch in the left side of your neck. I always tell folks, I just learned my left and right as an adult. So follow what I do, not what I say sometimes. All right, from here, you can begin to move your chin down towards that right shoulder. So you're looking at your right arm. And then you're going to adjust your right hand to the crown of your head, keeping your left arm where it is. Begin to guide that chin closer down to that right shoulder, experiencing the stretch in the back part of your neck. Release and bring your hands down, giving your arms a little rest. Maybe you want to do some shoulder shrugs. So shrug the shoulders up to your ears and then release them down. Just let them fall. One more time, shrug those shoulders up and then just release. All right, so we're going to do that on the other side. So bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Extend that right arm out to your side to experience a little deepening in the stretch. And then to even go further, bring that left arm up, bringing the left hand to the right ear, and guiding that left ear over to the left shoulder. And let's hold here. Remembering when we hold, we are breathing. Inhale and exhale is very important as you move through your asana practice, which is our physical practice of yoga. So when we hold, we want to breathe. Again, if you release those shoulders down, you can experience even more stretch in that right side of your neck. From From here, rotate that chin down to that left shoulder. Adjust your left hand to the crown of your head and guide the chin down, experiencing that sensation, that stretch in the back of your neck. Hold here and breathe. Release, bringing your hands back down to your thighs. And here you can find whatever organic movement feels right to you. You may want to circle the shoulders, bringing them forward, up and back and down a few times. And then reverse, going the opposite direction. Eventually come to some stillness. And from here, we're going to move into the top of sun salutations. So sun salutations are a standard set of postures that we use to basically ignite the fire within our body. And so we're going to do that in a seated position. So it's going to be a focus on your arms. Know again, any point in time, any invitation I offer you to move into a posture is an invitation. You have the right to accept or decline or make any adjustments that serve and suit your body. So from here, let's just let our arms fall to our sides. Inhale those arms up to the sky, looking up, allowing those palms to face into one another. And then exhale, bringing the palms to touch and releasing them down to heart center. Bring your gaze forward. Inhale those arms up. This is called high mountain. So we're doing a seated high mountain. And then from here, you're going to exhale, releasing those arms back and down into goal post. And then you're going to bring those elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades in to touch, shine that heart forward and look out. This is called cactusing your arms or cactus arms. As you look like a cactus. Inhale those arms up, back into high mountain. And this time, wrap those right fingers around that left wrist and exhale, leap over to your right. Inhale, releasing your grip, coming back into your high mountain. Wrap those left fingers around your right wrist and lean over to your left. Inhale up to high mountain. And this time we're going to do an open twist to the right with our exhale. So that means you're going to bring your right arm back, your left arm forward. So you're going to drop them down, one in front, one behind you, and look over to the right. With your inhale, sweep that right arm down and forward. And when it meets the left arm, bring them up into your high mountain. Exhale, we're going to open twist to the left, bringing the right arm forward, the left arm back, looking over to our left. Inhaling back to high mountain, we sweep that left arm down, bring it forward, and then bring both arms back up to our high mountain. This time with our exhale, we're going to twist to the right, but we're going to drop our left hand to our right knee and bring our right hand to the back of our chair. Now you can bring that right hand to any part of the chair, the top of the chair, or down lower to where the back meets the seat. Wherever is comfortable, once you arrive to the right with your exhale, I invite you to inhale, grow tall through the spine, and then exhale, twisting with your core. So that middle section here around your navel, twist to the right. Now I don't want you to tug or pull yourself to the right. Just allow your hands to settle where they are and utilize that core to move you to the right. Inhale back into your high mountain. And this time we're going to twist to the left, bringing that right hand to the left knee, bringing the left hand to the back of your chair. Inhale, grow tall through the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, using your core to move you to the left. Inhale back to high mountain. And this time we're going to exhale, releasing our hands out to a T, and then crossing the right arm on top of the left, giving ourselves a big hug. So we exhaled into this hug. We will then inhale those arms up. So bringing those elbows out, up and away from us, and hold here in this stretch, broadening our shoulders and allowing ourselves to breathe here. Release those arms back into your chest with your exhale, and then inhale those arms up again. Exhale out to a T, and then bring the left arm on top to give yourself a big hug. Then inhale, lifting those elbows out and away and up. And hold here, breathing. With your next exhale, release those elbows down, and then inhale the arms up one more time. And then exhale, bringing the hands to your knees. So just take a moment here, breathe, and notice what you're experiencing in your body after those sun salutations. No judgment, no expectation, just notice. So one important thing I would like to mention is the importance of recognizing the difference between sensation and pain. So when we move through our various postures, when we engage in stretches, we are going to experience sensation, and that is fine. We don't want to experience pain. So at any point you move into a posture and you experience burning, tingling that is hurting your body, anything that results in pain, then I ask you to release that posture and resume at a point where it feels right in your body to do so. All right, so we have our hands here on our knees. So we're going to move into some seated cat-cows at this time. So I'm going to ask you to ground those hands into your knees and basically guide that heart forward with your inhale, bringing it to the front of the room, bringing your gaze up to where the wall meets the ceiling, holding here for your cow, and then exhaling, rounding in the spine, tucking in that chin, coming into your cat. Inhale, pull that heart forward, stick that tailbone out, bring that gaze up for cow. Exhale, send the back of the heart to the back of your seat, tuck in that chin and tailbone for cat. One more time, inhale into cow, exhale into cat. Come back into your neutral spine. And then from here, we're just going to bring that right leg into our chest, hugging it in tight, holding here for a breath, and then releasing the leg back down to the earth. We'll do the same on the other side. Bring that left leg into your chest, hug it in tight, and then release that left leg down. From here, you're just going to bring your hands behind that right thigh, where the thigh meets the knee, coming into that bend. And you're going to inhale that leg out, long in front of you. And then exhale, guide that knee into your chest, bending in those arms. Exhale, send that leg out, pushing forward with your heel, allowing your arms to stretch long. Exhale, bring the knee into your chest. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. Release that right leg down. Bring your hands to your left, behind that left thigh, where your knee meets the thigh. And we'll do the same here. So inhale, stretch that left leg out, long in front of you. Exhale, bring the knee into chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Release that left foot down to the earth. And then from here, we are going to move into a seated forward fold with our legs extended. So you can, perhaps if you're leaning back, you can come up closer to the edge of your chair so that you can feel a little bit more comfortable when you're extending your legs. And allow your legs to come forward, allowing your heels to rest on the earth, toes pointed up to the sky, and you can maintain whatever bend feels comfortable in your knees. Now, if you would like the floor to come up to you, then you can utilize your blocks. So that's why we have our props. So if you have blocks, or if you don't have blocks and you have those reference books, phone books, those kind of things, you can use that instead. So I invite you to place those on the floor at the lowest height. So this is the lowest height for your block. This is going to be the medium height for your block. And this is going to be the tallest height for your block. So you're going to bring the blocks to the earth where your heels would fall. Place them side by side on their lowest height. And then you can rest your heels on your blocks. Again, you can use your phone book, your cookbook, your dictionary, encyclopedia if you have those. If you have a bolster, you can use a bolster or your meditation cushion. The main thing is you're lifting that earth up to you. So from here, once you get to a place that's comfortable with your legs extended, I invite you to begin to walk your hands forward, maintaining a flat back to come to a place that feels comfortable for you. And then if you like, you can begin to release that head, allowing the crown of the head to move towards your feet in your forward fold. Hold here. Remembering when you hold, you are breathing. And then begin to walk your hands back up your legs to come to a seat. Bring the soles of your feet to the earth. If your blocks are in a place that would impede your movement, move them to the side. And then just ground your feet into the earth, preparing yourself to lift off of the chair and come into a standing position. So from here, you're going to walk your feet underneath you to a place that's comfortable. So they don't have to be touching one another. They can be just basically side by side, about 2 to 3 inches apart, whatever feels right for you. You want to make sure that all 4 points of your feet are touching. So the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, and then both sides of your heel. We want to ground down into the earth. So you can do that by lifting up your toes, releasing them down, lifting your toes up, release down, and then make sure that all 4 points are touching and begin to activate and engage from the soles of your feet up to the crown of your head, sitting tall, allowing that chest to come forward, allowing that spine to be neutral, and allowing those arms to rest at your sides. Perhaps your palms are facing forward. You have moved into what we call mountain or Tadasana. So from here, we're going to move into a standing top of the sun salutation. So what we did in our seat earlier, we're going to do that now here in standing. So inhale your arms up for high mountain, palms facing into one another, gaze up. Exhale, bring the palms to touch and release your hands down to heart center, allowing your thumbs to rest on your sternum. Inhale the arms up to high mountain. Exhale, cactus those arms. Send them down into goalpost. Allow the elbows to fall back. Squeeze those shoulder blades in so that they are touching behind you. Shoot that heart forward, gaze out. Inhale the arms up to high mountain. Wrap those right fingers around your left wrist and lean yourself over to the right. Inhale up to high mountain. Wrap those left fingers around that right wrist and lean over to the left. Inhale up to high mountain. And this time we're going to open twist to the right. So that's where you turn towards the right, dropping your right arm back, left arm forward. Then sweep that right arm down, forward, connect with the left, bring it up to high mountain with your inhale. Exhale, twist open to the left, dropping the right arm forward, left arm back. Sweep that left arm down, forward, and then bring both arms up to high mountain with your inhale. And then exhale, release those arms to your sides for Tadasana. All right, from here we're going to move into some more standing poses. So what you can do for the first part, we're going to start here with our forward fold, halfway lift, forward folding downward dog, and then move into a warrior series. So if you want to place your hands on the chair, then move that blanket to the side. You can grab it when we sit back down, but face the seat to you, back of the chair that way. And then we're going to move into a forward fold. Now there's 2 ways to do your forward fold. You can release into a forward fold, folding, bending forward like we did in that seated forward fold earlier, allowing your chest to come to the top of your thighs, bending in your knees as much as you need to, allowing your arms to dangle, to rest on your legs, whatever's comfortable. So that's one option for your forward fold. The other is to place your hands onto your chair seat and then allow yourself to come forward as much as you feel comfortable and allow the seat to help you and support you in this forward fold. So we will forward fold here. And then you will inhale up to a halfway lift. So a halfway lift is coming up to a flat back. Your crown of the head should be coming towards the top of your mat. Your back is flat. You're basically making a number 7 with your body. So your arms are probably straight on the chair seat if you are holding the chair seat, or if you're not, you can let them dangle or bring them to the legs. From here, release with your exhale down into your forward fold. And then step back so that your feet are about hip width distance apart and your arms are straight. And from here, we're moving into downward facing dog. So you may want to place the palms of your hand, the whole entire hand onto the seat. Spread your fingers wide and allow yourself to come into a V. So you're moving your chest down. Your gaze is back towards your heels. Your shoulders are broadened. And you're holding here, allowing your head to come in between those extended arms, feeling the stretch in your back and your hamstrings. From here, step yourself forward, come up into your Tadasana, and you can then flip your chair. So the back is facing you now. And from here, we're going to move into our warrior series. So these are standing postures, and we're going to use our chair to support us in this. So with a warrior, you're going to step. If you want to hold on to your chair to do so, step that left foot back to a place where you can rest all parts of the foot on the earth. And then you want to angle that heel in and those toes out so that your left foot is probably at about a 45-degree angle. So that back leg is going to stay straight, and then you're going to bend in that front leg. Now, when you bend that front leg, the main thing is that your knee is over your ankle or either behind it, okay? So from here, front leg straight, or front leg bent, back leg straight. Your hips are going to be opening up to the left side of the room. So they won't be turned this way. We were doing it where your pelvis was neutral to the top of the mat. This would be a warrior 1. But we're doing a warrior 2. So your hips will be open to the left. Your torso will be stacked over your hips. And then you have the option to either allow your arms to come out to a T. So the right arm is forward, the left arm is back. The gaze is out over the right extended hand. Or you can still maintain your gaze forward, but bring your hands to your hips. All right, so this is called Warrior 2. From here, with your arms extended out, you're going to flip that right palm so it's facing up to the sky, and then you're going to move that front arm up and back while you allow the left arm to fall down, allowing the left hand to come somewhere to the back of your left leg or to your lower back. This is called reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. From here, we're going to tick-tock forward through our warrior 2, but we won't stay here. We'll tick-tock forward, so we'll lean forward so that we can drop our right elbow to the back of our chair. So we are basically a long line going this way, and then allow, so you see how I did that? I just allowed my left arm to rise up and extend up by my left ear to come into what's called extended side angle. So I'm using the back of the chair to support me in this posture. If you want to get a little deeper, you will begin to rotate your heart to the left side of the room, allowing the left shoulder to fall back and bring your gaze up to the sky. Release, and we're going to reverse our warrior again. So drop that left arm down to the back of your left leg and bring that right arm up. And then from here, we will straighten that front leg. And this time, tick-tock forward through our warrior two position. And then either grab the back of the chair or place our hand on the back of the seat to then come into triangle. So in this posture, that front leg is straight instead of bent like it was an extended side angle. And this left arm is straight up to the sky. So it's not coming out over your ear, but it's coming out directly from your shoulder. Again, if you like, you can begin to rotate your heart to the left. Your gaze can be out, it can be down, or if you want a little balance challenge, you can bring it up to look at your hand. From here, look down at your right foot, bend in your knee to move back into reverse warrior. Come through warrior two. And then you're basically going to cartwheel your hands down to the back of the chair so that your pelvis faces the back of the chair and step forward. All right, so let's do that on the other side. So you can keep your chair where it is. I flipped it so you can see me. So from here, we're going to grab the chair if you'd like. Step that right foot back this time to a place where you can allow the heel to come down, angle that right foot. So it's a 45-degree angle. Keep that back leg straight, bend in that left knee to come into that warrior two stance. And then open up into your warrior two, either your arms out to a T or hands at your hips. Gaze is forward. From here, flip that left palm so it's facing up to the sky and raise it up and back, dropping the right hand to the back of the right leg or the lower back for reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Come through warrior two, tick-tock forward to release that left arm down to the back of your chair. And then again, you want to make that line from your leg up through your head. Allow your arm to run along the side of your body to then extend up by your right ear to come into extended side angle. Again, if you like, you can open up your chest to the side of the room, allowing that right shoulder to fall back, gaze up to the sky. We are going to reverse our warrior. Straighten that front leg. Tick-tock forward through your warrior two to release that left hand to the back of your chair or to the back of the seat. And then extend the right arm up from your right shoulder to the ceiling to come into your triangle. Bring your gaze down to your left foot, bend in the front knee to then reverse your warrior. Tick-tock through, holding it warrior two. And then cartwheel those hands to the back of your chair so that your pelvis is neutral. Maybe you come up on the ball of that right foot And then you step your foot forward to come into standing. All right. So that's the standing part of our sequence. Bring your chair back into the middle of the mat. Grab your blanket. Place it back on your seat. Give yourself some cushion. And take a seat in your chair. So we worked our arms a little bit today. So we're going to do a few arm stretches, stretching out our tricep and our bicep. So from here, just bring that right arm up with your inhale, allowing the palm to come to the base of your neck. Bring your left hand to grab that right elbow. And then exhale, guide that right elbow in towards your ear, so that you're experiencing a stretch in the back of that arm and that tricep area. You may need to bring your chin closer to your chest to give yourself a little space to move deeper into this tricep stretch. Release. Inhale the arms out to a T. Exhale, cross that right arm over your body and then hook it with your left arm, allowing that shoulder to move down, away from your ear, to move into this shoulder stretch. There's a pose that we do typically on the ground called thread the needle, and this is an option for thread the needle, but in a seated position, you receive the same effect. Release, maybe shake it out. Few wiggles. Let's do that on the other side. So inhale, bringing that left arm up, releasing the palm of the left hand to the base of your neck. Bring that right arm up, grabbing the left elbow. And exhale, bring that arm in closer to your ear for that tricep stretch. Perhaps bringing the chin into your chest. And hold here, remembering to breathe. Release your arms down. Inhale the arms out to a T. Exhale, cross that left arm over across your body, and then hook it with the right arm, releasing that shoulder down, coming into this shoulder stretch. Release. We'll now move into a hip opener. So again, you have your blocks or whatever you're using as a substitute for blocks. So you can use those for our figure 4 stretch, or you can just have your feet on the earth. So what you're going to do is plant your left foot on the earth or your block, and then you may want to grab your leg and crisscross that right ankle over the left knee. Now again, if you need to bring the earth up to you, just place that left foot on the block and then cross that right ankle over. From here, you can move that leg away from you, give yourself a little bit more space and ease in this stretch, or you can move it in to experience a little bit more sensation. It's up to you. Now, if this is a good stretch for you right where you are, then you can stay here making sure to flex that right foot. But if you would like a little bit more sensation in your figures 4 stretch, you can begin to fold forward over that bent leg. Holding here and breathing through the sensation. If you're folded over, rise, and then release that right leg to the earth. And if that left foot's on the block, you can release it down to the earth as well. And just hold here for a moment, experiencing the sensations, whatever is going on in your body. And just take notice. Perhaps noticing how one side feels different than the other. Then let's do that on the other side. So if you want to grab your block and place your right foot on that, you can do so. You're going to cross that left ankle over that right knee. Flex that left foot. You can stay upright, or if you would like a little bit more sensation in your figure 4, fold forward. Again, you can move that foot in for even more sensation, or extend it out to lessen the sensation. If you're folded over, rise up, and then release that left foot down to the earth, and bring your right foot to the earth if it's on a block. From here, we're going to move into our Shavasana. Shavasana is called corpse pose if you're lying on the earth. It's basically where we move into the quiet, into the stillness, allowing what we have experienced today here on the mat to incorporate into our being, so that we can bring this practice with us as we move out into the world. Your mat is your sacred time. This is the time for you to come to the stillness, to the present moment, and to narrow in, aligning yourself in mind, body, and spirit. And so there are lessons at times, or clarity or information that you receive as you flow on the mat, because you are doing a moving meditation. And you can take that experience out with you into the world. And so we allow ourselves to sit in Shavasana, to just be. So find yourself a comfortable position in your chair. If you have a bolster, you may want to put that in your lap and just rest on it. Or you can just sit upright, allowing that spine to come to the back of your chair. Allow your hands to come to your knees. Maybe palms facing down, or maybe palms up to receive. Again, if it feels safe, if it feels comfortable, allow those eyes to close and be in the stillness, be in the quiet of Shavasana. No judgment, no expectation, just be. And when the time has come for us to move out of Shavasana, I will be here to lead us out. So if you would like to remain right where you are in the stillness and the quiet, then I invite you to do so. There is no rush to move out of Shavasana. But if the time has come to move off of the mat, then I invite you to begin to bring awareness and attention back into your body. Do so by wiggling those toes, those fingers, maybe circling those wrists, maybe lifting the feet, circling those ankles. And when you have experienced enough sensation, when the attention and awareness have come back into your body, I invite you to settle and bring your hands to heart center. I'd like to thank you for allowing me to guide you in today's practice. A practice where we practice the basics. A practice where we moved in a moving meditation, allowing ourselves to be present, to receive, and to just be with ourselves here on the mat, taking time for self-care. The light, the love, the divine in me honors and celebrates the light, the love, the divine in you. And I close today's practice with a Ashe, and so it is. Thank you.